Jak and Daxter: The Precursor Legacy is the best 3D platformer you've probably never played. This PS2 game from 2001 is brought to you by the same studio that made Crash Bandicoot, Uncharted, and The Last of Us. You play as a mute protagonist named Jak, accompanied by his best friend, a hilarious loudmouth named Daxter. In the intro of the game, Daxter falls into a pit filled with dark eco, a substance that has a wide range of effects on people. The dark eco causes Daxter to transform into an ottsel, a hybrid of an otter and a weasel. The two of you set off on an epic journey to find the cure for Daxter. So what makes this game so good? Jak and Daxter is a must-play because of the atmosphere of the world. From the butterflies in Sandover Village to the fireflies in Forbidden Jungle, this cozy world is filled with little details that make you wish you could be there yourself. There's also a cool day and night cycle for the game too, which is a really neat touch. And what is really impressive is you will go from the start of the game to the end of the game with no loading screens at all, which seemed impossible back in 2001. If you go too fast for the game to load, they make Jak trip on the ground so the game can catch up. But you won't ever see this unless you are really talented at speedrunning. This game does, in fact, have a huge speedrunning scene as well if that's your sort of thing. This game also has a great sense of discovery as you will see future and past locations in the distance at any given time. Hell, you can even swim there. Okay, maybe not. The level design is amazing too, and has an emphasis on your actions impacting the levels. For instance, if you beat the semi-optional boss, you will get rid of all these thorny roots that attack you, and open a bunch of blue eco vents that will allow you to access different areas in separate levels. Most of the gameplay is spent finding collectibles, but the game does a good job of switching up the gameplay to keep the game feeling fresh. Jak and Daxter is filled with humor and charm. Daxter is one of the funniest characters in a video game.
Hey baby, what do you say you and I go cruising on this A-Grav Zoomer?
Rule number 1, I don't date animals.
You don't know what you're missing.
Oh my, what a horribly sick little bird.
You don't look so good yourself, lady.
Oh,
Nothing to talk about. Them monsters patrolling the ocean took a bite out of me fishing rig, and now they're gobbling up me catch. No matter what I try, I can't seem to catch a single fish in this river.
Woo! Maybe it's your breath.
He will even make jokes at you when you die.
Well, better you than me.
And Daxter is just one of several memorable characters.
Oh, I thought for a moment you were my muse.
Your what?
Haven't you ever seen a muse before? It's a little glowing squirrel about your size, full of spunk, and crazy as a lark.
Oh, I get it. Like a sidekick.
Back in the early 2000s, kids' movies and TV shows were filled with inappropriate jokes that most kids didn't catch on to, but older audience found hilarious. This E for Everyone game has a really great moment like this. In this cutscene, Jak is totally checking out Kira's ass. Something you never notice as a kid, but when you're an adult, you will notice it right away. You will also notice that if you ever position Jak behind her as she is bending over, his head will lock onto her. Jak's moveset in Jak and Daxter is very easy to learn. You have a jump, a double jump, a forward punch, a spin attack, and a crouch. Very simple. However, each move gets just a little more complicated if you tried to use them differently. This game is easy to learn, but very satisfying to master. Collectathons are amazing games, but I sometimes find myself overwhelmed by how much there is to collect. In Jak and Daxter, there are only 101 power cells. These are basically the equivalent of stars from Mario 64 or moons from Mario Odyssey. In order to fight the last boss, you only need 76 power cells, leaving 25 extra power cells for completionists to hunt for. I have not finished the video game Mario Odyssey, but I had a great time when I was playing. So what stopped me from wanting to finish the game? It was because of the daunting amount of collectibles. In Mario Odyssey, there is a total of 999 moons. This isn't inherently a bad thing. as it means Odyssey has far more content to enjoy, but I personally prefer a shorter, less overwhelming experience that one could find in Jak and Daxter. I only have one platinum trophy, and it's from Jak and Daxter. The trophy is given to you by collecting everything. There's 101 power cells, 2,000 precursor orbs, and 112 scoutflies. Now this might seem like a lot, but I promise it is a lot less overwhelming than it appears. There are 8 power cells per area in the game, with some having less. And for the most part, you will find them all on your own just by going through the areas or completing goals given to you by the characters. Now there are a couple tricky ones, but not enough to make it a big deal. The 112 scoutflies are separated with 7 in each area. Find all 7 in an area and you will get a power cell, meaning you will get 16 power cells simply by collecting the scoutflies. I know 2,000 precursor orbs is a crazy large number to think about, but these are basically the equivalent of coins from Mario games, with the only major difference being that you have to collect them all to 100% the game. But none of these are too tricky to find. You should find all the scoutflies and precursor orbs simply by exploring the areas fully. Plus 15 of the power cells you will buy from characters with precursor orbs. I play this game so much that it usually takes me 5 hours to 100% the game. It would probably take 10 to 12 hours for a first playthrough. The best part about Jak and Daxter is it is available on several platforms. It's on the PS2, 3, Vita, 4, and 5. You can even play Jak and Daxter on PC, and I'm not referring to emulation. A group of fans worked very hard and managed to make an unofficial port of the game called Open Goal. While not official, this is the definitive way to play the game, in my opinion. This port has the standard graphical upgrades you would expect from a PC port, including max frame rate, aspect ratio support, and resolution support. Plus, if you really want to go crazy, there is mod support for this game, and there's a bunch of creative mods that are very easy to get working. If you have a PC, I recommend this option above all others. Jak and Daxter is short, sweet, and simple, but is also filled to the brim with atmosphere, charm, and fun. If you have a PC or any PlayStation made after the PS1, please do yourself a favor and play this fantastic game. And if you end up liking this game, there are 5 sequels you can try after. Jak 2 is also on PC via Open Goal, and Jak 3 is in development as well. Plus, the entire franchise is available on PlayStation 4 and 5 if you are on either platform. I stream a lot of Jak and Daxter on twitch.tv/Captain Eisen. Recently, I attempted a 0 death run, and well, it's over. It's over. We can make it happen.
Get the red eagle!
No! Fuck no!
That looks like it hurt. Should I call for backup?
Ah! No! I still have no idea what he means by that. That was pretty rough. Oh god. It's over for us, chat. Chat! Oh, you're kidding! God damn it. What the fuck? Funny, I'm not counting that as a death. That does not count. That does though.
Not.
Ah! It didn't go as wanted, but I did have a ton of fun. I'm stepping back into the ring right after I release this video. I'd love to see you there. Thank you so much for the privilege of your time.